Hi, welcome, Kulwinda. The floor is yours.
Hello, good morning, everybody in a Global Tea Talk and running on a richwoman.com. And this Global Talk, three ladies are here. You will see how we match and make this difference in this world. And Dr. Claudine is from Rwanda and she's living in New York. And Ruth is from Ghana and living in Iceland. And myself, I'm from India and living in Toronto. Look at this, like a tea talk brings you on a one platform and one thoughts. We are a people looking at good vibes, happy and healthier longevity life. And everybody like doing their share. I gonna give a mic to Dr. Claudine, but like the first thing I gonna say, I write like today's one thing. There's always a time for a tea. Did you guys agree with that? And give a introduction, Dr. Claudine, yourself. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, my dear Samla. This is amazing. I'm so grateful to be with you this morning. Yes, there is always a time for tea. Yeah, there is always, we make time. Most of the time, people say they don't have a time to do this, they don't have time to do that. But what I realized people create a time to do what they cherish, what they think is a priority in their life. So there is always time. We all have a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So what do we want to do? We do it in the time manner. If we really want it, it all require commitment, dedication, and then also the spirit of wisdom to know what we are doing in time manner. Like a ecclesiastic in the Bible remind us there is a time to mourn, there is a time to celebrate, there is a time to sing, there is a time to dance, there is a time to cry, there is also time to sleep, a time to do whatever you want to do. I'm so grateful to be here.
Thank you. Ruth, give me your insight. What is like you are thinking? We have always time for tea?
Yes, yes, we are always have time for tea, or we can create a time for tea.
Uh,
Yes, thank you, Kulwinda. So, yeah, my name is Ruth Adjaho Sauelsson, as you said, from Ghana, but um, living in Iceland. So, yeah, talking about if there is time for tea, yes, there is always time for tea. And like everything else, we need to it depends on the mindset. If you
mhm.
create it in your mind that I am so busy that I don't have 1 minute for a cup of tea, then I'm sorry, you won't have time for tea. Let me have a sip, thank you. So um yeah, there is always time for tea and there is always time for anything you want. You just have to set your mind towards that because our thoughts create our reality, right? So whatever we think will is what we are going to what perceive. So whatever you have in your mind, you create for yourself in your mind, you will definitely receive it because that is what you are seeing within you. So everything begins in us. So whatever you are thinking, you have to be very careful of your thought. We have to be aware of our thoughts. So yes, there is time for tea always. And I find tea time as a magic moment. Even if you are working and you are on break and you decide to go for coffee, you know, when you go, usually people go and they grab the tea or coffee and they sit down and they surge so much. And that moment, you know, you got the time to breathe. And what do you think about breathing? Breathing, to me, it changes our physiological state, and that makes you to you know, change your whole being and come to the present. It brings you to the present. When we breathe, we take a very deep breath and we are like, at that moment you just, I feel like you have regulated yourself all the racing thoughts for a moment before you start again. So I think tea time is good, especially when you are having tea time with the right tea, a very good tea. It feels like you are in heaven, just like Paul was sharing with us last weekend. So yeah, tea time, it's amazing. For me, it's a magic time. And I know that we are in a busy world today, and I just want to encourage people that they should take time off their busy schedule, just some few short moments to just have a sip of tea or whatever water, to just breathe
Right.
for a second, and use
Right.
tea moment or whatever you love moment as that breathing moment, that I need to just be mindful of my breathing for just a second. And yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, even like when we are seeing and looking, good friends always know when you need a cup of tea or breathe. That's like the vibration, and like-minded people only do. But like sometime in this like a modern world, people are grabbing a tea and they are saying, oh my God. Sometimes I'm saying like, what is, oh my God? That means you are not present on the moments when you are enjoying yourself. Dr. Claudine, I see in your bio, you are a power of social media. How do you bring power in through social media with a cup of tea? Approach for us today for sharing.
I love that. I love that. That's the book I wrote. I wrote the book, The Power of Social Media, where I share 5 ways you can use to stand out from the crowd by using social media, by leveraging this powerful tool we all have in our disposal. It's a matter of knowing how you can take advantage of it. Because social media, like I share in my book, it's here to stay. It's up to me, it's up to you to take advantage of it and then to use it for good. Yes, there are people who use social media for negative things. However, good people, we should take advantage of social media to use it for good, to help people. Like I use social media to help all friends in Rwanda, to bring women together, to empower women, to promote peace, to broadcast a good message, to lift up people's spirit, especially during this COVID time where many people, they are down. We can use this powerful tool together with a cup of tea to lift spirit of people up. Yeah, so that's it.
Right.
I share in my book 5 ways you can do that.
Great, great tool. Ruth, do you have any question or related answer with this? What is the power of social media in your perspective?
I like that she wrote a book on that, and an African sister writing something like that on
Yay!
social media. I would love to have a look at that, because when it comes to social media, it's a good thing. It's a great platform for us,
Right.
especially today. It's very essential for us when you are doing business. You, just for anyone, we needed to connect and to do business and all that. But at the same time, it has the negative side of it. So, but for me, when it comes to social media, there was a time that I really wanted to just ignore everything about social media. I wasn't really prepared to be active on any of the social media. I will only use it when it's necessary. But
All right.
unfortunately for me, I'm into coaching and I need it. And so
Great.
I get trapped. I feel like I'm trapped in it. And, every time I try to find a way that I can use it wisely, that it won't frustrate me. It won't take me away from the family, because I have young kids and I want to make sure that I spend quality time with them and not busy trying to figure out how this social network works and how the other one also works. What can I do on this one today? For me, it's overwhelming. And
Right.
I sit most of the time to breathe, just to clear my mind, to read, think about the whole thing.
Yes.
So I can't wait to have Claudia in my corner to learn some tools to deal with this.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's the reason why I wrote the book. Go ahead,
yeah.
go ahead.
Now we know, like the one way, like when we are saying positive and negative vibes, like look at this social media. That's why we meet today, from one corner to other corner. Is that
There you go. Thank
right?
you. Yes.
And 3 months ago, I met like somebody on Facebook, and his name is Jim Lupkin. He write a predictive social media, and that book also, he's working with the 7 C's, like his motto. People who go through with that concept, or ourselves, like when we are seeing lots of things to learn, never ends for learning, and that's like the way social, even like the old days, sometimes I'm saying in our village or your town or my town, we are just a village people. Now we are global. That's why we need a global tea talks, and where we can meet on social media and we can talk. Even pandemic hit very hard. Bring up people on Zoom. You are agree with this concept too. And my next question, I heard from like your bio, I want to know more about you. You are from Rwanda and you are helping orphans. What is the behind scene for that, like dialogue orphans?
You mean behind the scene? You mean how I do it?
Yeah, how you do it, and how this like vision come in your heart is wisdom for you gonna work for orphans. How that platform bring on that dialogue?
Oh, thank you. So I survived the genocide in Rwanda. I was a teenager when genocide happened. I was in the second year of high school. So there is a time I was jumping, running for my life, jumping over the body of the people. I didn't know that I was going to survive. I vowed to God. I said, Lord, if you protect my life and I survive, I will help orphans. So God protected me. I survived. That's why you can see me here. So my
Right.
dream was to come to America. I prayed to God. I meditate. I told God, Lord, if you bring me to America, I will fulfill my heart desire of helping orphans. Just do it. Then I won a scholarship to come to America. So when I arrived in America, I started to establish my charity. Like a few months after coming here, I didn't know people. I didn't have a connections. I didn't have money to use, but I did it because it's a promise I promised to God. I wanted to honor my promise. So God have been blessing me so much. So one of the work we do through social media, using social media, it's communication. As we know, we human beings, we love to communicate. We love to tell
Right.
stories. We love to share stories. So
Mhm.
I discovered the power of social media by I was overwhelmed with where I can communicate with my people back home while I'm here in New York. So when I started to get involved in social media, I saw it was the quickest way for me to communicate with them. So I started to learn how to create a Facebook group, put them in a group, my team, my volunteer in a group, and then all friends in a group. So we can discuss the challenge, the problems they're going through. And then I can invite an expert to go to Rwanda to help them, to train them, like how to overcome the trauma, techniques they can use to overcome the struggle they are going through, how they can do fundraising, how they can tell their stories, how they can overcome the trauma, the challenge every day they face, and then to communicate among of themselves. So we
Mhm.
use social media a lot. That's why social media to me is very much productive. Every time I thank God for social media. I mean,
Right.
social media is a gift God gives to humankind. So it's
Yeah.
up to anybody to take advantage of it. So it's a social human being. We love to be social. That's why during
Right.
this pandemic, many people break down because we were all, in the house. We could not go out. We are social. And then in media is tool of communicating, speaking to one another. And then in human being, we love to be together. I'm so grateful to be here. So
Thank you.
you welcome. So we collect sneakers, shoes. We raise money, donations. We ask people to donate how much they can, because $100 send the child to school for the entire year. So then we invite volunteers to come on board. There are people who may not have the money immediately, but there is what we call any kind of donation, a not for profit. Somebody can donate their time, somebody can donate their expertise, somebody can donate whatever they want to donate beside of money. So we need all of them. So we invite people to come
Right.
on board to contribute in different ways, or to spread the word to tell other people that we exist. Because the more people who know about us, more benefits we receive. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Then, Ruth, do you have any question for her, or I can put next question?
Yeah, I think you can put next question. I think she have a way of explaining things so beautifully, and I clearly understood what she just said. I don't need a question. Thank you for
Uh,
such
bec-
an insight, such a beautiful insight on that. I really appreciate that. And I
Oh,
can't wait to
thank you.
get hold of your book.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's the way you are thinking when we are putting a word like-minded or like-minded. This is it, right? When you met like a nice souls, that depend how you are feeling inner soul. Why Ruth don't have a question, I will tell my audience, because Ruth is a clarity coach. And
Ah,
when
I'm
we
so
are
happy that in my
right,
communication, I'm communicating clearly now. That's good. Thank you,
right.
Ruth.
You're welcome.
It's a what an amazing journey on just a global tea talk. Like we are cup of tea, we meet from like one corner to other. We are sharing a power with you. My next question to you, but like when you are saying is pandemic hit, like sometime in my own vision, I'm saying when we are saying I'm working on always on happy, healthier, longevity things. I enjoy whatever we can in small moments. I don't like in my whole journey, I don't have a big dreams. Like I never go through like that kind of things. Whatever I have and went, I always enjoy that moments. And I'm very family oriented person. And I always love to meet new people. When we are seeing like a human in pandemic, lots of people, they are saying they are fed up with the time and this, like when you put like briefly very nice message, it's a social and media. Human nature is a very adapted nation, and but end of that day, goods and bads always gonna be here. We can't like stop choosing a media because that's the way you can find your inner voice and to spread. And I read one other small quote or like the little words from your turn your pain into a power. As a woman, how do you find that? Mostly I can say women can do easily. That's like God gift women have. But like how you did it yourself, like how you feel that pain. Now you have a power in your voice. I can see it, your smile. You are a powerful tool. And how you find it?
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, I love this interview. I love this question. Beautiful. So when I survived the genocide, number one thing I said to myself, I said I don't want to be victim. That one I said no, I don't want to be victim. I want to be victorious. I don't people who killed my parents to see me like somebody who lost my life. I want to build my life. I want to fight. I want to keep moving no matter what. It's painful. I will cry, but I will keep moving. You know,
Mhm.
so I made decision to stand up, to keep moving. It was not easy to go back to school. I was still in high school. To believe in God, to say no matter what, I was like this to school. I was like no matter what, I would take it until I finish because I could not see the future beside of education. I could not see my life since I was just an orphan young girl, teenager girl. I could not see my future outside of education. So because I didn't have a parent, I was like, life is on me alone. So whatever decision I make today, I will face the consequences or I will face the blessings according to the decision I made. Plus, I said people killed my parents. They didn't kill my soul. They didn't kill my spirit. Only God who created our soul, our spirit has
Right.
the power, the ability to kill it. So I said, the fact I'm alive, I can keep moving. I can focus on what I love to do. I can focus on what making me happy, and then forget or avoid people who are negative in my life. So I started
Right.
to, because it's in my country, right? I know everybody. You know who's negative, you know who's positive. So I started to avoid to spend time with people who were negative, not expend and create a time to spend much time with people who were positive in my life. Another thing I did, I pray, I did exercise, I did meditation and then focusing on helping other people. This is a key if any women or girl who are listening to us right now. the quickest way to create your power, to rebuild you, to turn your power, your pain into power, is to find somebody who need your help. Because sometimes we think that we need help and then we miss opportunity to help other people. No matter whatever situation you are in, there is a somebody above you, there is a somebody below you. You may have a house. You may say, okay, my house, I don't have enough electricity. I don't have a hot water to take shower. I don't have this. But there is somebody who are homeless outside who don't even have the house. So if you can help the homeless, you may say, oh, Dr. Claudine, I don't have the money. Okay, say hello to the homeless, because I hear most of the time homeless people, they say that people pass by, look at them like they are not a human being. So if you can smile doesn't cost you. Yeah, it costs you to brush your teeth, it costs you to look nice, but smile doesn't cost you too much money. So if you can smile to that homeless person, to say hi or to say God loves you, act of kindness. If you have the money, yes, buy coffee to that person and then keep moving. Because helping orphans, I did it because I wanted to honor the promise I promised to God. But right now, speaking, when I look back, it helps me big time. It shifted my mindset. It helps me to understand that my life will matter, because I'm not focusing on myself every time I wake up, because I'm like, okay, I need to do this because there are orphans who need my help. So when you think about helping other people, it's expand your thinking. It's give you big picture. You don't even get depressed. Sometimes I have a friend who live in California, in Canada. In Canada, she's my girlfriend. We went to high school together. She asked me most of the time, Dr. Claudine, how you deal with depression in New York City? Because it seems overwhelmed. If she get overwhelmed in Canada, she asked me how I deal with, when I first challenge. I tell her, I ask anybody for help, but she's like, you just go on the street to ask people. I say, yes, because I don't want to keep it. I go outside, I ask strangers, I say, yes. I go outside, I ask people, if I have a question, I ask people, I say, excuse me, hi, good morning. What do you think about this? And then my friend is asking me, what about if they don't answer? It's okay. I ask the next person. What the problem?
Right.
because to ask, we have to be humble to get used to that. Ask, you shall receive. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So the more you ask people, the more people help you, the more people, sometimes you even want somebody to talk to, just to talk. I have some of my closest friends. When I feel bad, I go to see them. I'm like, I want to give you a hug. They're like, that's it, nothing else. That's it. So when you get involved in helping other people, it helps you to rebuild yourself, to understand that your life matter. If there is something which give a hope to humankind, is to understand that you are helping somebody else. It rejuvenates you, it inspires you, it helps you, and then God also bless you, because you are blessing the rest privilege. And then before you know it, because you are focusing on helping other people, you start to study some skills, to do training, to do seminars. There are many things I learned simply I wanted to help all friends, which is now helping me in my life. So it's beautiful to help somebody who need your help, and then asking for help for the people who are there to help you. And then if somebody say no, go to next person.
Yeah.
Keep moving. You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, never give up. Thank you very much. We are a little bit behind the time, and every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern, we are here on Zoom and Global Tea Talk, richwoman.co. And the last thing I'm gonna say, just we're gonna winding up. Life is like a tea cups, to be filled, and happiness, blessings from God, and enjoy with friends. That's like we are doing, and we are looking always a guest for this platform. And if you like our tea talk topics, or you wanna get like any more clarity, or you wanna see how you can find your inner power, pain to power, and you will see success always need a speeds. That's like Dr. Claudine's words. As a human, I think God gave you everything, but we need to use it with the wisdom. We know like so much, but we need always other people. Together we can build this world better. That's my insight. Last closing marks. I'm gonna leave on Ruth and you, just like give a closing marks, and we can close this meeting, because I'm running for the other meeting behind. They are messaging me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Claudine, and I appreciate you being here and sharing such a great insight with us. So yeah, life is like a teacup. You know, you have a choice to fill it or to empty it. It's up to you.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yes.
Ah,
See, like if we are looking like a life is like a teacups, you will filled with the happiness and you will filled with the blessing. You will find your power or you will leave it empty. You will say like, oh, God did this, right? But
I love this. So then if the tea is cold, you can take that tea out and then you put another hot tea if you love hot
right,
tea. It's
it's
yeah,
up
it's
to
right.
you, right? It's up
Life
to you.
through Life through there is a
Absolutely.
what they say, well, there is what they call here in America, garbage in, garbage out. So you can
Yeah.
take whatever bad outside of your
Yes.
mind. That's why we forgive.
Yeah.
That's why we do
Yes.
kindness work.
Yes.
And then you empty the negative, you bring something new. I love it. We will have
Yes.
another
This is
interview. I
this is
love this.
Dr. Claudine, our
Yes.
first meeting with you. We have like many more to bring your inside out. We will share with the world because that's a wisdom and we are like a same like-minded women. We want to take this momentum together. We're gonna build this world better. And we
Amen.
so many other plannings. We will like catch up with each other again and book you with the other episode other time. And thank you very much for everybody who's watching us now or sharing with other friends. And we really love to see you and meet you next Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern on Zoom. And this part, the our like a talk going on a YouTube channel, Ruth's channel and Samra Lifestyle channel. You will watch it again. We will share a link on all over on the social media. If you want to come with us in this journey, join us on richwoman.co. Thank you for meeting us today, Dr. Claudine and Ruth. This is a blessing. He can take us like a other side in the world.
Amen.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
And
Thank
Dr.
you.
Claudine, I can't wait to have you again. I love your energy and
Oh,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much for being here. Thank
My
you.
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Hilda.
And looking forward again. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
God bless. Right.
Thank you.
Amen. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.